Dudhwa Tiger Reserve, the park, famous for its giant looking male tigers as well as the magical frames of the Terai forest. We started our new year with a wildlife trip to the jungles of Dudhwa. For 2 nights, we stayed in a forest rest house and explored the beauty of this jungle. Shortly after our check-in at 1 pm, the jeeps gathered for the first afternoon safari. The gates open at 2 pm in winters and around 1:45, gypsies line up one after the other. The best thing about staying in the forest rest house is that you don't have to travel to start your safari. This entrance gate to Dudhwa's jungle is right at the corner of the campus, hardly 20 meters from the cottages. Last month, we released a video on how to book an accommodation and safari in Dudhwa. If you want to know how you can self-book your safari here, please watch our video. The link is in the description below. So sharp at 2, we started moving towards the gate. Our guide was getting the permits checked, and in front of us, for the first time in our lives, was the beautiful road to heaven. We had heard so many stories of Dudhwa and Pilibhit that we wanted to come and see for ourselves what's so magical about this jungle. As soon as our guide got the permits checked, we made our move. No expectations at all. Simply here to enjoy the woods of Terai and to capture some moments for you all. Because it was our first time, we chose to go with the best people in Dudhwa. Both our guide and driver are the best ones in the park. They were wild experts with pure hearts, so down to earth and humble, with only intention to give us an experience of a lifetime. Soon after entering the jungle, we realized why tiger sighting is such a challenge here in Dudhwa. Just look at the lush green forest on both sides. This sal forest is a paradise for birds and animals. And in true sense, this is the real definition of what we all call a jungle. The first set of animals we saw were a pair of hog deer. If there is any place in India which gives the best sighting of hog deer, it's Dudhwa. Even though swamp deer, also known as Barasingha, is the major attraction here, these cute species of deer are adorable too. I mentioned at the start of this video as to how Dudhwa is all about magical frames. If you watch this video in full screen mode, pause anywhere and look at this frame. Doesn't it look like a painting to you? Watch it for 10 seconds and see for yourself. These hog deer are brown in color and usually shy animals, but here, if you maintain your distance, they will give you some good frames to click pictures. Even though these animals are small in size, their sense of sight, hearing and smelling is great, which helps them to avoid predators. After watching the hog deer for a while, we decided to move further. One of the good things about Dudhwa and its sightings being unique is the straight jungle roads. With a good pair of binoculars, you can see an animal far, far away. Except for a few parts of the jungle, the roads are all straight and long. The fellow jeepmate told our driver that there was an alarm call heard further ahead on the road. So we went to check that area for any tiger movement. This road on the left you see is where our guide saw a tigress the past evening, and the alarm calls were also coming from this area. He checked with his binoculars but could not find anything. We decided to move further in the area where the tigress was expected to move. So, over the next 2 days here, we will work closely with our guide and driver. We will follow the signals of other jeeps for any hints. We will try to use the bird's eye view to scan the jungle. The journey will be tiring but thrilling. The journey will ask us to drive endlessly on these roads in cold winter, and the journey will also ask us to have patience and trust our instincts. This first episode of Dudhwa series was just a glimpse of what to expect. Along with the guide and driver, we have with us the real guides of the jungle. These monkeys will help us get closer to what we are looking for. All we have to do is observe their behavior. Notice when they are playing and when they are stressed. We will also get to meet the king of water bodies, the scared deer, and of course, the ghost of Terai.